With an Amazon review score of 4.2 out of 5, a brand name that no one has ever heard of, and a price point of $400 on Amazon, is the Ancheer foldable e-bike the best foldable e-bike that you can get on Amazon? Tongue twister. Well, let's find out in this video. I'm Ebike Cons, and welcome to my little place on the internet where I like to explore products like this one, places, and ideas. Let's get into it. Just as a side note, this video is not sponsored by Ancheer. I bought this on my own. I mean, even for the videos that are sponsored and the products are sent to me, either way, I give you my honest opinion. So let's get into it. Let's unbox this bad boy. Oh, it's got that fresh new bike smell.
A smelly smell that smells.
First box up, you've got the pedals. You've got a cord, which I'm assuming is to charge it. You've got tools. I always love when companies provide you with the tools that you're gonna need. And then, of course, you've got the e-bike user manual. It looks like the next thing out of the box is gonna be the bike itself. Well, it's actually pretty heavy, but kind of expected that with an e-bike. You've also got the seat. Yep, the GoPro died again. All right, GoPro's dead and bike is all put together. Now I just need to charge this thing. And we're gonna go back inside for that because like the GoPro, I too am melting.
After losing 30 pounds of sweat, I plugged the e-bike in for about an hour just to make sure it was fully charged, which it mostly already was out of the box. I grabbed my backpack, my skateboard, and of course the e-bike to go test it in the streets. I decided to ride to a skate spot that was 2 miles away to test the bike's speed, comfort, battery life, and hardiness.
Now to turn it on, you just press once, boom. And then right now, right when you turn it on, all it is just a regular bike until you press this mode button, which it'll do mode 1, which basically gets you up to about 5 miles per hour, mode 2, which will get you basically around 15 to 16 miles. And then if you press mode 3, which I'm gonna be doing, you can go up to 22 miles per hour.
In the great words of Dominic Toretto,
Let's go for a little ride.
Oh my God, this is so much fun. Well, I already almost got hit by a car. I wish I would have been recording that. Let's continue on our journey. This is the best. Oh my God, I just found a sick skate spot. Look at the skate spot. The gap over this. All right, hold on, I gotta ollie this real quick. So I may need to like adjust this or something because this thing does not stand up very well on flat surfaces. It like pushes it to the right. But if you're up against the wall, I guess there's no issue. Another sick spot. All right, I gotta stop one more time. This turned out to be a terrible skate spot. So many rocks, so many cracks. I promise no more delays. Let's get this thing to its destination. By the way, something else I didn't mention.
Oh my God!
Was, ooh, it's so loud. That of course is over here on your left side. You've got the horn and then you've also got the light, which
Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, no more interruptions. Let's get back on this bike and let's get to our destination. Finally to the skate spot. All right, I'm not gonna record with one hand anymore because that does not feel safe on the bike. All right, well, I used up about 2 out of the 5 bars to get here, which was about 2 miles. Not too bad. It's also starting to get dark. I've probably got about 2 tricks I can get here and I need to start heading home. Oh my God, that's loud. See what I told you about the kickstand? It sucks. So far, the kickstand is my only complaint. slow is key. All right, we've tested it on street, we've tested it on rocks, we've tested it on dirt. Basically anything that you would possibly want to ride this bike on, I've tested it on. But how well did it really hold up? Well, I'm gonna do a review with you, but I need to get home really fast because it is actually getting dark now. I think I had a little bit more than 25 minutes because it's been about 25 minutes, but now the sun really is going down really fast and I still gotta go 2 miles back. Give me a couple days to think about it and it'll just be seconds for you though. It's been a few days since I first tested out the Ancheer e-bike from Amazon, and since then I've done a bunch of other rides. I even did one at night, which I had planned on doing in the first day of testing. However, I couldn't set up my camera for B-roll shots because it ended up being way too dangerous to do that at nighttime. Here are my final thoughts, and here is my final review on whether or not you should even get this bike. Let's start with hardiness. So as far as hardiness, or rather durability of this bike, it is really, really good. As you can see when I was testing out the bike, trying to skate over it and ollie over it, I hit it pretty hard and it fell over. I also knocked it over a bunch of times while filming the test and in the last few days. And overall, the bike is still working really well. I hardly have any scratches on the bike. As far as hardiness and durability goes, the bike is really good. Number 2, battery life. I found that the battery life was pretty good as long as you're only going to go a max distance of like 6 miles. If you're going somewhere, it takes 3 miles to get there and 3 miles back, I think you're gonna be fine on 1 full charge. Now, 1 full charge takes about 2 to 3 hours from almost dead all the way back up to full, which in itself isn't that bad. You just leave it charging overnight and you're gonna be good for a 6-mile ride the next day. So overall, battery life, pretty darn good, a lot better than I thought it would be. Number 3, speed. This bike said on Amazon that it went up to 22 miles per hour, and there are 3 settings. There's Eco, then there's the second one, and then there's the third one. I don't remember what they're called, but I'll show them here on screen. Eco allows you to go up to 5 miles per hour pretty much. The second level allows you to go up to about 14 to 15 miles, and then the third one, you can get up to 22 miles per hour as long as you're not on a hill. If you're on a hill, I found that you can get to about 11 to 12 miles per hour max speed, which is still pretty good because that's all without pedaling. So overall, speed is exactly what they tell you. Next is comfort, because this is something I was really scared about when testing out this e-bike. A lot of bikes, the seat cushion always hurts my butt after like 5 minutes of riding it, and a lot of people say like, oh, just stand up, but of course, like if you're on a bike and you're just cruising, I want to be able to sit. Well, this bike did not let me down. The seat is super cushiony. Like my butt didn't hurt until maybe about an hour and a half into the ride, but I mean, sitting down for an hour and a half anywhere, you're probably gonna have some butt pain. Overall though, comfort-wise, the bike felt good. The shocks are really good. Like I said, the seat is really good, and overall handling and everything, once you get the seat adjusted to your height, which all the way at the lowest setting was pretty good for me, I liked it. Everything about that bike was really comfortable, so 5 out of 5 stars for comfort. Next up is price. At $400, do I think it's worth it? Personally,
Yes! Hell yeah!
I have a regular bike that's a mountain bike that I used to ride around. I actually did a review on it. I'll put it right up here if you want to go and check it out. It was a really good bike. However, it in itself was about $300, if not more. So for this being an electric e-bike, $400, and it works as a regular bike as well, I think the price is dead on. I don't know that you could even get it better than this. Now, lastly, I want to get to handling and steering because there are a couple cons here. I think overall it handles really well. It doesn't start up too fast. It doesn't start up too slow.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I found that it has a lot of trouble getting up grass hills. Also, for really tight corners, I tried to test it out on this like loading dock, and not once could I ever turn it without taking my foot off to balance myself. But I don't know how many tight corners you're gonna be in, but for me, that was kind of a con because sometimes I wanna just do a really fast turnaround and I can't with this. But overall, the handling and the steering is pretty good. It feels very solid. It's just on those few minor points, it may not be the best. So with all that, guys, I don't know if this is right for you, but it was definitely right for me. I'm gonna be riding this bike all the time on future adventures. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description below if you wanna pick up your very own Ancheer e-bike. Like I said, this was not a sponsored video. I just think it ended up being a really good bike and I'm super impressed. I'll be doing another e-bike review here coming soon. But until then, check out my last bike video that I did. This was the bike I was talking about a little bit earlier on. Also, I've got a book if you guys are interested. It's a sci-fi book. Has nothing to do with bikes, but I think it's pretty cool. So go check that out. I will link that down in the description below. I'm Ebike Cons. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit that subscribe button if I showed you any value at all. And keep exploring. Peace out.